The city of Detroit is in financial crisis. That's the declaration today by Michigan Governor Rick Snyder, and he spoke about the city's dire financial straits this morning. So for more on what's ahead, we're joined now from the Motor City live by Rob Maloney from our affiliate in Detroit. Rod?
Yeah, good evening, Brian. You know, the governor's on sort of a walking and talking tour trying to explain precisely here in the city of Detroit what it is that he's doing and why. In fact, he has this three-color handout that Detroiters will get a chance to read called Detroit's Financial Crisis, What You Need to Know. But the governor knows this is fraught with peril. In fact, today at the Maccabees building here downtown where he did his announcement, there was a security guard at every turn in that building.
The current system has not been working. We have not stopped the decline. It is time to say this is the time for us not to argue or to blame, but to come together as Detroit, Michigan, not Detroit versus Michigan.
All easier said than done. Still, the governor says Detroit's been kicking the fiscal can down the road for over half a century. That's about to end.
I'm not a good can kicker. It is time to move forward. It is time for solutions in Detroit, because the citizens deserve it. And I want to do that in partnership, though.
Partnership to a point. The timeline from here puts the ball back in the city council's court. It has until March 11th to appeal the governor's emergency declaration. If it does, and there's no reason to believe otherwise, on March 12th, there will be a hearing in Detroit with the chief deputy treasurer. The council can dispute the Financial Advisory Board's findings and then can also offer new solutions. But the governor says within days he will make his final determination. In the meantime, he says he already has a good candidate for what he calls one of the toughest jobs in the United States. But he warns everyone involved. Chapter 9 municipal bankruptcy is his hammer.
The point is if people aren't willing to come to the table or aren't going to help, that's when it's relevant to have Chapter 9 available. You don't want to go there, but it's important there. It's a tool.
Now, the emergency financial manager, once appointed, would get roughly 18 months to get as much of the job done as he or she can. But the problem is that it won't complete the job. So that would revert back to Detroit City Council and the mayor's office. Now, they're very angry with him tonight. And so the governor's request to try and be collaborative and work together with them may fall on deaf ears. It has so far, and there's no reason to believe that it would go otherwise under an emergency financial manager. But we will see as the city turns the page, the governor changes the game. Back to you.
Rod, you mentioned security for the governor at his press conference today. How upset is the average Detroiter about this takeover possibility?
Well, in the city of Detroit, there is a belief that this is essentially stealing democracy from the people, that the people that they voted in are now being set aside, and that the governor's office is essentially taking over the city. The governor, of course, counters by saying he is a duly elected official, and it's his constitutional duty to come in and take care of problems like this. In Detroit, that's not flying very well, but that's the governor's position. And so there are a lot of people who are probably taking that wait-and-see attitude because, you know, if you call the police here in the city of Detroit, chances are, unless there's shooting or there's bloodshed, the cops may not show up at all. And so if, in fact, that turns around and the city services start getting better, maybe they have a chance of winning over the city of Detroit in terms of its people. But as it stands right now, they have a lot of work to do.
Rod Maloney in Detroit tonight. Rod, thanks for your time.